Welcome to the Sierra College Nursing Admission Workshop. My name is Cherie Matthews and I'm one of the counselors here at Sierra College. So we're going to start with talking about the different types of nursing education that's out there. Sierra College is an associate degree nursing program, which means that students complete their prerequisites for the nursing program, and then once they're in, it takes 2 years. The local programs that are associate degree in nursing programs are ARC, American River College, Sacramento City College, Yuba College, and of course Sierra College. There's also a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and those are offered at the university system. The CSU system is the biggest one in California that offers that, but there's also programs at the UC system and private and out-of-state schools. We also have RN to BSN programs. Those are for students who have obtained an ADN, an associate degree in nursing. They are RNs and they want to complete their education and get a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Those are offered at universities. And then there's Masters of Science in Nursing. That is for students who already have a bachelor's degree, and it depends on what kind of bachelor's degree for which program they go into. An entry-level MSN is for students who have a bachelor's in something other than nursing, and at the end of the MSN program, they will be able to get their RN degree, license. And then there's also an MSN for students who already have a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and they're moving up to get a Master's in Nursing. Those are also offered at university systems. Okay. So Sierra's program, right now we are ranked 3rd in the state, so we're very proud of that. We have a merger track with Sac State where you can get your Bachelor of Science in Nursing at the same time that you're at Sierra's program. It takes a little bit longer. You do another semester after you're done with us. We also have options with Ohio State University and University of Phoenix. Our NCLEX pass rate every year is greater than 97%. Last year, our pass rate was 100%. We have a very good relationship with the employers in our community. Sutter Roseville is our largest employer, and last year 100% of our students received jobs when they were done. Prerequisites to get into the program are listed here. English, Psychology 100, Nutrition 10, Human Development 1. There's a long list of math classes that we will accept, and those are posted on our nursing website and also in our catalog. Anatomy, Physiology, and Microbiology. I will talk a little bit more about AP courses and how we use those later on in the PowerPoint. Co-requisites need to be finished before your 2nd year of the nursing program. We highly recommend that you do them while you're doing your prereqs because it's just easier to get them done early. You can take Anthropology 2 or Sociology 1 and Communication 1. If you're applying mostly in the area, Anthropology 2 is a better class to take, but there are some programs that want Sociology 1, so make sure and do your research before you choose between those 2 classes. So what's important? Grades in your biology, English, and math class are really important because those are what's on our multi-criteria, and I'll show you that a little later in the PowerPoint. We'd like you to get some either work or volunteer experience that's direct patient care. The reason for that is because you get points for it on the multi-criteria, but also we really want you to dip your toe in the water and see if you like nursing. We have had a few times where students have done all the work and gotten into the program and then quit because they decided that they didn't like it. And so we don't want that to happen to you. We also look at your ATI TEAS, which stands for Test of Essential Academic Skills. And then also we want you to just really get to know the different programs you're applying to. It's not a good idea just to apply to Sierra College. We are a very small program, and really the secret to getting into nursing is to apply to many programs and know those programs inside and out when you're very first starting at college and doing your prereqs. You want to know if it's a merit-based program, meaning they start at the top and work their way down, or is it random selection, meaning you have to get a certain amount of points. We throw your name in a bucket and then pull your name out randomly. You need to know the repeat policies, if there's any recency rules for the prereqs, and TEAS rules. It seems like every program has slightly different TEAS rules. So get to know that really well at the very beginning so you don't make a mistake and not be able to get into a program for something that was easily avoidable. Sierra College has 7-year recency for anatomy, physiology, microbiology, and nutrition. The reason is because we want you to have very current information on these subjects. They're very important to your nursing program. So we have a lot of students that come in and ask about conviction history, and really anything over a minor traffic violation you want to get checked out. Don't rule yourself out until you actually do check it out, though. I do have students that come in and they assume that they're not going to be able to become a nurse, and that's not necessarily true. So first go to the Board of Nursing. I have the link listed on the PowerPoint there. But then if you get to that website and you check it out and you think that everything's probably okay, make sure that you also contact the different nursing programs where you're going to apply, because sometimes our clinical facilities won't let somebody in with certain convictions, and so you want to make sure that that's not going to happen before you get into the nursing program. So here is our multi-criteria. You get 5 points for academic degree, an associate degree or higher. Number 2 there is the grade point average for anatomy, physiology, and microbiology. You really, really need to be at the 3.3 area. Typically, there are a few students, actually, I can't even remember the last student that got in with a 3.0. It happens every once in a while, but generally you want to be at 3.3 or higher. We also give you points for your English and your math. And so that section, you really need to be at the 15-point area because this is the easiest way to get points on our point system. If you look to the right there, if you are using an AP score, it depends on your actual score. So if you get a 5, it's equal to an A. If you get a 4, it's equal to a B. And if you get a 3, it's equal to a C in your GPA over there on the left-hand side. So a lot of times students that get 3 on their AP English opt to take another English class to make sure that they can get the 15 points in that area. Sorry about that, my little clicker wasn't working. Also, if you repeat a science, anatomy, physiology, and microbiology, it's -5. It's only once though, so if you repeat something more than once, it's not a -10. And if you're repeating a course because of recency, then we don't ding you for that either. You get 5 points for relevant work or volunteer experience unless you're an LVN or a paramedic, and those are the only 2 individuals that can get 10 points in this section. And there's some examples of that on the right-hand side there. Has to be at least 200 hours within the last 2 years. If it's close, come talk to a counselor and we'll see if it is something that will work for you. Life experiences is 5 points. Everybody gets 5 points there, so choose what is most applicable to you and make sure that you write a brief description about it when you turn in your application. If you're a vet and are honorably discharged, you get 5 points in this section. If you speak a language other than English, you can get 5 points in section number 8. There's a couple of ways to show this. If you have 4 semesters at college level with a C or better, or we also have a certificate of language proficiency form, and that's on our website if you want to look at that. And then lastly is your TEAS score. As you can see, with 62% on your TEAS, you can apply, but you only get 1 point, and I've honestly never seen anybody get enough points when they're that low on their TEAS. Typically, students need to be at the 78th percentile or the 78% range to qualify with the 70 points. Every once in a while, somebody can get in at the next lower level, but typically at the 78 to 90.6 range that you need to be. The ATI TEAS is test of essential academic skills, and it's your math, reading, writing, and sciences. It should be taken after anatomy and physiology. Make sure that you know the different schools that you're applying to and what their TEAS rules are, and know that some schools only let you take it once. So make sure you're very ready the first time you take it, and make sure if you're going to take it twice that you know that you can time it to where you get your second one done before the application is due. Sometimes it can take a really long time to get a test date. It just depends. Sometimes it's really quick, and sometimes it can take a month or 2. So you want to really plan for that. And then also we have a TEAS workshop that's put on by the nursing students at the end of each semester. That's really, really helpful. Also right now, this is in spring 20 semester, we have it on our website. We filmed the last semester, and now that we're online, we've put it on our website, so you can check it out there. So these are the application, this is the application cycle. Sierra College accepts applications once a year in February. Make sure that if you're using an upper division course for a prereq that you come in and see a counselor and get that approved prior to turning in your application. We must have your TEAS transcript and official transcripts from any other college other than Sierra. Sacramento State accepts twice a year, and what's different for them from Sierra College is you can have your prereqs in progress. You apply to the university and to the nursing program both. Sacramento City College accepts applications once a year also in February, but they have 2 cohorts, and American River College accepts twice per year. So here's a typical week. It's very, very rigorous. You'll be very busy. If you're not in lecture or skills lab or preparing for the hospital, then you're in clinicals or you're studying. So we just want to make you aware that it is a full-time job for sure while you're in the nursing program. And here's what you learned each semester. You start with geriatrics and you work your way to newborn. It's pretty affordable. You know, this is the cost that we have right now. It can change if the school changes tuition. It can get a little bit different, but this is what the program costs right now. If you do the merger track with Sac State, then of course it will be more expensive because you'll be paying Sac State tuition for the classes that you take there. If you don't qualify, please come and talk to one of us nursing counselors. We will look at what's going on and see if there can be some tweaks that we can make to make sure that you do qualify. Or we can talk to you about some other occupations that you may be able to get into that are not impacted. You can also take Allied Health 20. This is a 1-unit class that explores other healthcare careers and has guest speakers who come and tell you about their job. And then we also have an Allied Health General degree, which is for students who are doing an allied health occupation or major other than nursing, and they can get their prereqs done and get that degree here before they transfer to another program. Some examples of associate degree or certificate programs. The ones that have the asterisk next to it means it's local, and the ones that are in red are at Sierra College. So you can see there's lots of choices. And here's a list of bachelor degree or higher majors or occupations. The ones again with the asterisk means that they're at a local school, local meaning Sac State or Chico. And here we're at the end, so we're just going to give you our contact information. Nancy James is our dean, and you can see the email and the phone number there for the nursing department. The nursing counselors are Stephanie Hopper, Katie Juris, myself, Cherie Matthews, Maria Salcido Batista, and Diana Tiger. If you'd like to make an appointment with any one of us, you can do it online under the counseling section of our website, or you can call this number here. And then we also have Lori Servin, who is our wonderful support specialist. So thank you so much for listening. Again, if you have any questions, we'd be more than happy to talk to you. Take care.